So, on this video we're going to examine the process of adding, editing and deleting content from your website. We're going to use the pages section of WordPress here because they're what virtually every site we build uses. So we'll start off by clicking on pages, and that's going to give us a list of all the pages we've currently got on the site. Note the front page here is marked with a front page sign next to it. To start off, we'll add a new page, and it's dead simple. All you need to do is click on the Add New section to bring up the new page editor. You put the title of your page in here, test page, and you put your content into the editor section here. Here is some test content. We've got a little system here that actually just lets us quickly drop some dummy content in here, so we'll drop that in place. And there is a later video where we talk a bit more about using various sections of the WordPress editor, so don't worry if you're not too sure what some of these buttons look like do at the moment. So once you've finished editing your content, adding your content, and you're happy with it, all you need to do is click the blue publish button to publish it. If you want to save it and see how it looks like later, you can click on the save draft, but for the purposes of this video, we'll just click on publish. And in a second or two, that'll come up with a message there that says page published. And you can also click through to view the page if you like. Now, one thing about WordPress is that when you're logged into it these days, it comes up with this grey bar you can see across the top. And that stays there all the time, whether you're looking at the front end of the site, i.e. the section that everybody else can see, or you're editing content in the back end. And when you're editing a page or a post, it'll come up with a little thing here that prompts you to view the page. So we can click on that right now, and it'll let us view the page that we've just put in place there. And you'll notice that our view page button now changes to edit page, so we can flick between view and edit really quickly and easily. So we'll make a little edit here. Here's some edited content, and we'll click on update, and that'll update our page. If I click back to view page now, I can see the changes I've just made to it. Really simple so far. If I want to, for example, stick an image in place, I can use the featured image here, because our particular template here is set up to use them. I'll click on set featured image and click on update. Incidentally, there's another whole video coming up about how to work with images in media, so we'll come back to that too. And if I click on view page now, you'll see that we've also got an image appearing, and it's all nicely resized and everything, so we don't need to worry about that. So I'll go back to the dashboard now and just go back down to pages. And you'll see we've now got 4 pages here. This is the test page, the one we've just been editing. And I'll click back into that just to take you around the long way through things. Now, one of the things that WordPress does exceptionally well is revisions. You'll see this little section in this box here shows that we've made 2 separate revisions of this page so far. Now, if I click on the browse button here, it'll let me see through the different versions of this page. That was the start, and that was the second version. So I can review this to take it back through to previous versions if I want, just by clicking restore this revision. I'll keep it with the one it's got right now, return to editor. But if I make some more edits to the change, here's some more content, and click on update, we should see that revision section change from 2 to 3. And I can now go back through each one of these as I wish. So there we go, our timeline's getting a bit longer. And it's just quite handy if you make a change or somebody makes a change and you want to go back and reverse that, you can go back and refer to see how it looked previously. Lastly, on editing WordPress content, we're going to have a quick look at how to remove your content if you no longer want it. And it's really, really simple. All you need to do is hover over it to bring up this little menu, and then just click on trash or bin, depending on the version of WordPress you're using. And you'll see that immediately removes our page. It doesn't actually delete it permanently. All it does is it removes it to the trash over here. You can see there's a test page there. And you can, if you wish, if you're determined to get rid of it, click on the delete permanently link, and that'll get rid of that forever. However, a word of caution, if you do that, it's never coming back. So use it sparingly. And As previously, this is the same on all post types. So if I look on posts here, the same principle goes. If I click on add new, I can add a new one. And drop content in and click publish. And if I decide I want to get rid of all my posts, any of my posts, I can go through to any one of them and just drop them in the bin without worrying too much about whether I'll be able to retrieve it if it needs be. It's the same right the way through virtually any post type. It's just more or less options depending on additional content requirements.